Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Melina's going to stun you all with this fantastic modeling set of videos, alright? She is super gorgeous. Look at her, look at her. Just take a quick look and see, and you will know she is one of the most beautiful women on earth. You can just tell, right? Like, look at this look, flawless, right? So Melina's going to perform all night long, looking fabulous. Now, this is all about the modeling, alright? So like I said, if you do not like my modeling videos, please watch my singing and dancing videos. If you don't like my singing and dancing videos, I've got motivational speeches. I've got all kinds of stuff on here that you might really like. Now, don't worry, I'm not a one-person typecast kind of show. I do all kinds of shows. So if you're not liking one show, watch a bunch of other ones. There's so many things to watch on my channel. You're not going to be left disappointed. You're going to really enjoy. I'm super good. Now, I totally deserve millions of subscribers, and right now I'm a small channel, all right? And if you want to build your channel, you got to be patient. You got to deal with, not necessarily getting all the views right away. You got to deal with the ups and downs. You got to deal with, the making sure you please the crowd. Some videos you might do may not please them. So then it goes down, then it goes up again because you got good videos. So in order to raise your views and in order to raise your channel's power and raise your channel's success, you got to make videos that you enjoy doing, that you like to do, all right? If you do videos you like to do, obviously you want to make sure they're meeting entertainment standards. Like you want to make sure they're not disappointing or they're not what people wouldn't watch, right? But but if you're doing what you love and you do a lot of it and you're consistent, some people try to put a schedule together, right? Like they do videos every Tuesday and Wednesday or something, or they do videos every Monday or something like that. Some people do a large quantity, like I do, right? Some people do live videos to get people's interest. I usually don't do live videos because I don't. I like to do a lot of performing, right? So to do them live would just be a waste to me. Like I don't want to. Maybe I'll do Q&A live, but I don't know. I just find live to be too, you might get comments and maybe people might be commenting and they're just like saying random things, so you don't really know what to do, right? So you just kind of sit there and talk, but maybe they're saying stupid things or whatever. So to do live ones, they're good, for sure. Some people love them, swear by them, even celebrities do. But for me, I just think live videos are, depending on how you perceive them. I perceive them okay, but I just would rather I'd rather get comments and questions personally, but live ones I probably wouldn't do. But you never know. I'm not going to limit myself. I'm not going to say for sure not, or for sure yes, or for sure no. But yes, so totally enjoyed this show. It's so much fun. So yeah, so to build your channel, you got to be consistent. You got to make sure you have strong videos with good content. Now, if you're as pretty as Melina is, the beauty speaks for itself. The beauty speaks volumes, right? So I could just stand here and do nothing like this and still do a very good job, right? But some people have, and some people are way more successful than me that don't look good, right? But they have, they do certain things. I think another thing too that might be a good thing to do on YouTube is to have a reason why people are gravitating towards your video, right? So if you do a video and you're just like, okay, well this video is good, but are people going to gravitate towards it? Is it something that people want to see? Is it something that people are going to spend their time looking at? Now, if you notice on YouTube, a lot of people look very good. I'm not saying everyone, there are people that don't look very good, and people have different perceptions of what beauty is. The people that are very successful are very good looking, usually, but that's not always the case. Some people don't look good at all, and they're known for not looking good, and they have their own audience for that. And it's a good audience to have because they have the same type of audience, but people are just looking for different reasons. And maybe they have a useful quality, or maybe they're an owner of a business or whatever, and so they have their own stance on things, which reflects. And some people might like their beauty better, right? Like it doesn't matter who you are, you might find something that I don't find as beautiful. I'm not judgmental, but I might not find something as beautiful, but somebody else might, right? So maybe that person gets a lot of attention because anybody will watch because they find beauty in that, right? In that, or things that are unique, right? Some people are not beautiful, but they are unique, or they offer something very useful. There's a lot of people with apps on YouTube. You know, they talk about computer applications, or they teach something, or whatever. So it's interesting to see. Um, it's interesting to see all that, right? Because you want to learn. Some people want to learn. Some people have like useful tips on things, makeup tutorials. Some people have, yeah, and you do what you want, right? Like this is what YouTube is for, doing what you want, being successful at it. So for me, Melina likes to do all kinds of stuff, but when she does the modeling, I mean, for me, I think modeling is great, and I kind of downplay it, right? Like for me, I think, well, I'm just standing here doing nothing, but in reality, modeling videos and staying in good shape is a challenge for most people. So when you see someone modeling, and the funny thing is, okay, like Cindy Crawford, for instance, all she's done is modeling, but I feel like it's doing nothing, almost doing nothing, but because I look very good, so I mean, modeling is very entertaining for people that watch, people that want to watch people that look very good, but I mean, for me, I'm thinking, well, I'm not singing, I'm not dancing, so I'm not doing anything, but modeling is actually doing something, and staying in good shape, that's a challenge for most people. So in order to do that, you have to work hard, and modeling is something that's very lucrative, and people do very well in modeling, but I feel like it's doing nothing, right? So I'm always like, well, I hope I'm not disappointing my fans. I hope I'm not like, they're not like, oh my God, Melina's modeling again. But I mean, look at this look, right? Like this speaks for itself. But I mean, the thing about modeling is it's just very, like I'm literally standing here talking. Well, I'm doing a vlog too, so it's like a vlog and modeling. So Cindy Crawford just does pretty much modeling, and she's very famous and she's rich. So I mean, I can be rich and famous by just modeling, but I mean, I just feel like I'm doing nothing. Even when I'm doing vlogs, unless I'm performing a song where I think I'm doing a really good job, I feel like I'm doing nothing. So it's kind of like a hindrance to me because I'm always like, well, shouldn't I be doing something? But of course I am doing something, but I mean, I'm very hard on myself, right? So, and I have a different viewpoint on what's good and what's not. I mean, I find songs to be the best performing strategy on YouTube. So for me, if I'm not singing a great tune, then I'm kind of thinking I'm shortchanging the audience. But the audience likes to see vlogs too. And some people are very, very famous on vlogs. Some people are very, very famous on modeling. So to do both those things, even if I just did those things, I could be extremely successful. So, it's just a perception thing. But I mean, in order to be famous on YouTube, you have to really consistently put up videos. Um, have a target audience. Make sure your audience knows that what you're selling is what they want to buy. Um, Focus on giving kind of like a message that you want to give. It may not necessarily, my message is always positive and upbeat, but it may not necessarily be that, right? Like if it's a message that, if it's a message, maybe you like to be a snob, and that's your persona, but that's kind of not what, you're not snobby to your fans, of course, but you just like to carry a persona of being a snob, or you have kind of an evil kind of reflect on yourself. Then maybe you like to do that, but you don't do it to your fans, obviously, but you just have kind of like a, or diva, some people are like Paris Hilton, for instance, her persona is, I'm rich, I hang out with pretty girls, I'm kind of like, well, she's a nice person, you can tell in her videos, some of her videos, she's very nice, but I mean, she does carry a persona where she's like, I'm a valley girl, I do this and that, but I mean, she doesn't really, she does do a lot of nice things, and she does a lot of philanthropist and humanitarian things, so she's really nice actually, but I mean, she may be perceived as a bit like a valley girl almost, because she's just so fluffy, and she was reading a book, I was watching her read a book on positive comments to herself. Some fan was giving her positive comments, and she was giving away, things to that fan, because that fan was like, I love this, I love that, and about you, and all this stuff, and she was like, okay, well, you can have an autograph one, or you can have this and that, and it's an idea, right? Like, it's a totally different idea. I mean, for me, I would do that. I think that would be a good idea. I think I would, once I'm famous, of course, not now, but once I'm famous, I'd be like, this person wrote a book about me that said all the things they love about me, and then I gave them, you know, a I don't know, Melina dress, and it was autographed or something, or I gave them a Marco shirt and it was autographed, or I gave them tickets to see me live or something. I don't know if I'm ever going to do that, but you never know. If I get really famous, I may be asked to do that. But yes, so I mean, there's different ideas. Everybody's doing their own thing. I think there's so much to offer on YouTube. It's such a lucrative thing to do. It takes a long time though. Like I've been trying to be famous on YouTube for years. Now, this channel is a year and a half old, but I mean, I've been really putting a lot of effort. It takes a while. Like you really have to do a lot. I mean, I do a lot more than most people in general. Like I'm kind of a hard worker. So it's kind of like, well, like when's the payoff, right? When's the payoff? But I'm feeling really good about my chances. I feel really good about what I offer. It's kind of nice. And so, and you kind of feel like at some point you're just like, what are your fans perceiving? What do they think? Do they like it? And I'm getting compliments. The funny thing is I barely get any negative comments. I get always compliments. Like people are always very nice to me. I always get a lot of compliments, so it's kind of nice. Um, it's rare that I get a negative comment, and usually it's because people may have seen me on the street and maybe they thought I was talking about them or saying something about them, but I was always talking about something else or whatever. But um, but most of the time my fans know if I'm upset about something or whatever, and I take it on someone. I don't take it on someone usually. I just kind of do my own thing, but maybe people perceive it as I'm taking it on someone or whatever. But I'm not usually angry ever. But I mean, if you see me and I look angry or whatever, or I look upset, it's because of something else. It's not because of you. Obviously, especially if I don't know you. How am I going to be angry at you, right? But I mean, for the most part, I'm very lucky. My fans have really stuck by me. They're really supportive, and they really know that I work hard, so they know that I deserve the support. Now, I really would appreciate if you guys would like my videos and click that subscribe button. I really would. It would be really nice. I really love that. All right, I think that'd be really nice. So I'm really appreciative of having fans. I know my fans are really um, kind of excited about my channel because I offer a lot. Like I offer a lot on my channel. It's just something I do. I just choose to. I really enjoy it. Like obviously I wouldn't be doing 14,000 videos, 15,000 videos in 2 years or a year and a half. I'm not sure how long it's been that I've had this channel. It might be actually almost going on 2 years. But I mean, obviously you're gonna see that if you see how many videos I have, I like doing videos a lot. And so for me, it's kind of like, well, it's kind of like, it's kind of like a hobby that you just love. And I love the feedback. I love all that. Now, my fans are always really nice. Like, I rarely get a negative comment. I'm hoping I got a comment. Somebody said yak recently, and I'm like, I hope I didn't say something out loud to someone that might have been offensive, but I didn't do it on purpose. Like I was talking about something else. So please do, if you see me just muttering to myself or saying something to myself and it seems negative, don't take it the wrong way. Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm talking about somebody else most of the time. Like I'm not talking about you. So don't think I'm talking about you. I'm not judgmental. Like if I'm in a room with you and I'm talking to you or sitting with you, I'm not going to be rude or call you names. I'm very nice, even though I'm very glamorous and gorgeous. I'm very nice. So for me, it's not something I'd like to do. So if you're gonna call me, and I mean who knows who that was that said yuck, I don't know. That's the thing about online. Like people can just say anything and you don't know what they mean. But I mean, I hope it wasn't like I hope they didn't think I was saying something about them because I have certain things that I'm upset about at times, so I might be reacting on my own time, even though I'm alone. I'm reacting to it, so it might seem like I'm saying it to you, but I'm not. All right, so don't take it the wrong way. Please don't take it the wrong way. It's not something I do on purpose. All right, and if I was talking to you one-on-one, I would never be mean to you. Like if you ever see me talking to people, I'm never mean, I'm never racist, I'm never homophobic, so don't take it the wrong way. I'm just in a rush a lot of times. I'm very busy, as people probably notice, I'm always going very fast, but um, but don't take it the wrong way. And I mean, my fans know how inspiring I am on here, right? So I'm not going to be like, and I mean, the kind of people that that are snobs or do things like that are not really valued people. At the end of the day, they might be. I mean, the big celebrities are not snobs, right? You can tell, unless some of them are. I don't know, but you can tell they're not because they're very. They're very they have to be friendly because if they're not, it catches up with you, right? Like if you're not friendly, and maybe not always not going out of your way talking to everyone, but just sort of like not being in people's face and saying something negative. If you're not in anybody's way, then you're not gonna burden yourself. I think it's really important that we recognize that the big time celebrities are, I mean, not all of them obviously, but the big time celebrities that are successful are not mean. They might be busy, they might have a lot to do, they might be focused on performing on TV all the time, but they can't be mean. They have no time. Like, it's hard to be mean. You can't really be mean. You can laugh a bit about things, you can do things, but that's personally for fun, right? So then people might take it the wrong way, but it's not you're not laughing at someone, you're just laughing and enjoying yourself, right? So, I mean, for me to think that my channel is, for me to think I'm a big time celebrity, which I'm not, but if I was a big time celebrity, I mean, as you can tell, I have no time. I have no time, and I'm not mean. Like, I know I always find it odd. Somebody saying a racial comment or someone saying something really negative. I always find it odd. I'm like, like, why are you being like that? Like, it's not like they're doing anything, and anybody with a different race could be successful. Anybody with a different somebody that might be unattractive at one point might be successful one day. Like, they might be attractive one day, right? So I never would hold a grudge or be mean. I might be upset about something or whatever, but I'm not gonna. Like, you'll never see me calling someone, oh, you're unattractive, or oh, you're this or that, or oh, you're worth nothing. Like, I would never say something like that. It's not in me to do, because I know how much that would hurt me if somebody said that to me. So I know I wouldn't say that to somebody else, right? So for me to be like, when I'm busy and running around really fast, I might be thinking about someone that I had been in contact with or whatever, and might be upset with them, but I'm not upset with everybody that I meet. And I'm not usually upset, but I'm just saying, if I do look upset, and you see me thinking I'm upset, well, it's because I'm just upset about a situation or something, but I'm not gonna be like, and you're never gonna see me be like, oh, you're a loser, you're this, that. I mean, I might say that, but I might be talking about someone else, right? So I'm not gonna be like rude. And if I really get to know a person. The thing is, if you might be upset by somebody, you might be having prejudgment issues, but you're not gonna be like, when you put things down to it, you're not gonna be like, oh, that person's not gonna amount to anything. Even my worst enemy, which I don't have any enemies, I don't think, but even my worst enemy, I feel like could be successful, could be doing well, could be nice to me eventually, right? So it's something you can decide really. So, and anybody can change, anybody could be whatever. So it's not like you can really pinpoint that you can. If you said to someone, you're a loser, you're never going to amount to anything, they might, but they might not, right? So never would I say to someone, like, I would never say to someone, you're never going to amount to anything, you're never going to be a star, you're never going to be this, that. Like, anybody can, right? Anybody, even the most unattractive person could be famous, even the most poor person can be famous. So don't think that, that I'm going to be like upset with you if you're not those things, because I mean, I obviously know anybody can. And a lot of young people, their path is still not yet made, right? A lot of young people don't have their path carved in stone yet. They don't know what's going to happen. Some people that are, I've met people that are really they've been so down and out and so upset for years. And then all of a sudden they're just so good looking later. And they're successful, and they were complete nobodies before, and now they're like really good looking and look amazing. I've met people like that, like I know I've seen. So, I mean, I'm not going to be like, I may be upset or maybe kind of upset about something, but I'm not going to be like, oh, you'll never amount to anything, you never do this, that. Like, some people really do amount to much higher levels than anybody else, right? So I mean, don't worry if you see me on the street and I look upset. I'm not upset at you. I might be thinking about someone that I just talked to or whatever, and I'm not usually upset, right? So don't take it personally and do not comment negatively on my channel. Even if you hear me say something negative, it's not to you. Like if I met you in person and started talking to you, I'd be very nice, right? But it's just that I'm randomly walking all over the place doing my own thing. So I'm not gonna be in control of what I say if I'm talking to myself, just randomly, I'm not gonna be focused on what I'm doing. But you know, I'm always by myself. I can do whatever I want, right? So I'm not going to be thinking about, oh, how am I coming across when I'm just doing my own thing. But if I'm seeing you personally and I talk to you, I'm always nice. Like I'm never rude, right? It's very rare that I'm going to be rude. And even if I am upset with seeing you, I'm not going to be like telling you you never amount to anything. Maybe we just don't have a compatibility or whatever. But I'm not going to be like totally like, oh, you're a loser. You never amount to anything. Like some people, like I said, I've met people that are like really, really down and out, really upset, really constantly not doing well, and they become like stars. Like you're not just talking about stars like me, where they look so good, and they look amazing, and you're just like, okay, I didn't know that was gonna happen, but I'm glad it did because you deserve it, right? Like I'm always for people's success. It may not seem like it when you see me randomly, but I'm always talking about somebody else if I'm talking about like that, right? So don't just assume I'm talking about you. I'm always there's things that I do sometimes get upset, and I'm just by myself, so I'm upset. I'm just talking to myself, but I'm not upset with you, right? Like I'm just like that sometimes, but it's not. Don't I would never tell you you're not going to amount to anything, or you're nobody, or whatever, because anybody can be famous. And there's a lot of people that might be upset with me now, and maybe they're not, right? So things do change over time. So do not worry about that. I'm not going to be rude to you. And you know, I'm mostly going to leave you alone because I'm very busy, like I said. But I mean, I do talk to fans. I do sometimes address fans, and I do think fans are awesome. So I do like talking to my fans. So please do not take it the wrong way. And some people, remember, sometimes you might get upset by something, and it might be completely a small thing. I might be upset by something that's a completely small thing, but all of a sudden it seems like a big thing, and it's just maybe the way the person said something or whatever, and you just react to it, and you don't realize that maybe the person's like, oh well, I'm not liking the channel. Well, I'm human, you know, I have feelings. So sometimes people might be like saying something, and it might rub me up the wrong way, and I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm upset by it a bit. But I'm not going to be like you're never going to amount to anything. But I'm just like, you know, oh, that bothered me. I didn't know why. It might not have been anything really, but you know, but for the most part, when you see me, like if I was to hear you were down and out, or you were struggling, I'm not going to be like, oh, good, you know, I'm not going to be like that, obviously. I'm very nice. Like, honestly, I'm nicer than most people are almost the whole day. So, I mean, you know, you're not going to get anybody nicer for somebody that looks as good as me. There are a lot of people that are good looking that are really rude and mean and snobby. I'm not like that at all. I'm very nice. People know that I'm nice. So a lot of people will say, "Oh, he's so nice all the time," and I am. I'm really nice. But yeah, but you know, when I'm doing my own thing, I'm not really paying attention to how I come across. I try not to come across negatively, but sometimes I might, right? But it's not because I'm doing it to you. It's just because I might be talking about somebody else, or maybe something rubbed me the wrong way. But it's not. I mean, I'm not angry at you. I'm not going to take it out on you. So do not take it the wrong way. If I'm walking in like a big rush and I'm just like all upset, it might be because I had something to deal with. So don't worry about that. Like I'm not trying to, you know, be, and you know, and I don't have to explain myself really, but I mean, you know, I don't want you to be like, oh, he's like that and he's so rude. You know, I'm not like that. I'm not like that, but there are times where I'm really upset about something, and it may not be you, but you hearing me do it, and so you might be thinking, oh no. But I mean, remember, even though I look like a big time celebrity, and I look that I'll be successful. You know, and you know that's the thing with celebrities, right? They can never live something down. But for me, I really believe that I like to have my own persona, and I like to do my own thing. So I like to be able to say I can do what I want and not worry, you know, that I'm going to get a bad reaction, you know. So for me, I like to be able to just do my own thing and focus on doing my own thing and just dealing with life as it comes to me. And then if somebody comes up to me and sees me being upset, I don't want them to think, oh, he's upset, you know. I mean, or he's negative or he's rude. I'm really not like that. Like if you see the people that I talk to in a day, I talk to people in all kinds of situations. So I'm not gonna be like rude to you directly, or if you're, you know, if you, I'm very nice. Trust me, I'm very nice. But it might just seem like I'm rude. So you know, people just jump to the gun and think, oh, he's rude or he's this or that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm a person, and I get upset about the same things people do, right? A lot of people will walk around and be judgmental and play games and stuff like that. And so, you know, I mean, I'm gonna do some of the same things at times, but for the most part, I'm not like that, right? But I mean, we're all entitled to be that way, right? Like, if you want to be like that, but sure, by all means, go ahead, right? So if you're somebody that's in the spotlight, you should not be have to worry about how you come across, because your friends should know. Yes, even though he comes across that way, he might have been angry because of something that happened to him, whatever, right? It's important that you recognize that I am I am human, and so I do some of the same things that people do, but I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to be like that 24/7. And there are times that I'm really good to people and really nice, and I do a lot of giving, and I'm a lot of very supportive to people. So I mean, I wouldn't just assume if you see me one time and I'm running around and look angry, don't take it like personally. I'm for your support, I'm for your growth, I'm for your success, so do not take it personally. Please do not take it personally. I'm for your growth and success, and I really want all you guys to be stars. And that's why I always mention to you guys, have a YouTube channel, have this and that, and be happy and all this, and be less selfless, be a little more selfish, a little bit more. I mean, if you like to be selfless and some people like to give, sure, but you gotta give to other people and yourself too, right? So that's why I give those messages in the motivational speeches. But I mean, most of you are probably thinking, you know, we don't know what you're talking about. You always seem so nice. I'm just really hard on myself, so that's why I'm like that right now. But I mean, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you all for watching. All right, bye.